Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm called the Big Game Hunter because I've been hunting down leaders and staff for organizations for more than 40 years. Today I want to talk with you about another one of those tough interview questions, and it goes something like this. Could you have done better in your job or in your last job than you actually did? Now, it's a goofy question, just like most of them are, but you have to take it seriously, because what they're trying to say is if you'll be foolish enough to go into true confessions, talking in detail that reveals how your psyche works, how you made terrible mistakes that will really disqualify you from consideration in this job. So what you want to be doing is don't go into this lengthy explanation. What you want to do very simply is respond by saying, interesting question. And you notice how I broke my eye contact with the camera here? Interesting question. It gives the impression that you're actually thinking about it. And you speak a little bit more slowly than I did. It goes something like this. Interesting question. In retrospect, I'm sure there's some things I could have done better. But I can't think of anything that of a major consequence that I could have done any better. From there, you might go into some of the great achievements that you had, some of your real successes, and sound like you're really pondering the question in a theatrical kind of way. So, interesting question. I can't think of anything that of a major nature I could have done better. I'm sure there's some things I could have. What I did at the last firm is I outsold all the other salespeople, or I was number 2 in sales. I supported the largest account that we had, or I helped develop this incredibly successful system, or I always delivered on time or within budget. You talk about some of your successes there. And then you can go on and say, I'm sure there's some meeting that I attended that maybe I wasn't as prepared for. But in terms of the things that were major, I had a great track record there. And my references will back that up. So notice what you're doing. You're turning this into an exercise in the appearance of reflection, but you're actually well prepared for it. So in this way, you can talk about some of your successes while appearing to be pondering some of the awkward things that you might have contended with. This is Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I hope you found today's video helpful. I have more at my website and on YouTube. My website is jeffaltman.com. That's JEFFALTMAN.com. While you're at the site, you can sign up for a complimentary subscription to my e-zine, which is called No BS Job Search Advice. I publish it on Tuesdays with advice for job hunters that's good anywhere in the world. You can also read some of the previous articles I've written for it, plus listen to podcasts from my radio show, No BS Job Search Advice Radio, which I broadcast Mondays at 9 a.m. on Blog Talk Radio. The podcasts always show up on my site later that day. You can also post your resume to more than 50 sites from mine. Use the easy-to-work with career builder links that are on the right-hand column of the homepage. You have access to Job Search Universe, which is on the bottom of the homepage, and it searches several thousand sites concurrently for leads. And you can also use Indeed.com from the links page that I just mentioned a moment ago. That's also in the right-hand column. You can find out about my books and guides to job hunting, other people's books. And by the way, send me an invitation through LinkedIn to connect. What you do is you look for Jeff Altman in New York and look for reference to the Big Game Hunter underneath my name. That'll tell you that you found the right Jeff Altman. That and the fact that it's going to look like me. This is Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. Hope you have a great day. Take care.